Good Thursday afternoon, and thanks for joining us on Midday Kentucky. It is a good day because we have Food Network / overall superstar Jason Smith back in the house.
Lord, honey, it's another great day.
It is.
Yes.
You came back, and that makes me happy.
Well, you know, it's hard to get rid of me.
Well, I thought we'd scare you, so.
No, honey, they ain't nothing scares me much.
Well, I have to tell you, your jacket today.
Oh,
I don't know if we
thank you.
can see that up close, but it's a city line, right?
It is. It's we think it's part of the Grecian kind of like city line. It's got a little bit of a cathedral in it.
Yeah.
It's got the Parthenon. Honey, it's a little bit of everything.
Well, you're bringing it all today.
Yeah.
You made me step up my game. Sequins are not normally something I would wear on air, but this is my last show in the studio this year.
Ah.
Yeah, so why don't go out with bang?
Honey, go out with the bling.
I know, and I have to, I will never, ever outdo you, but at least compliment, right?
That's exactly
Right.
right. It
It's
goes
more
good
fun.
together. Girl,
It's
looks
more
like
fun.
we're heading out to a party.
I know, a little shimmying.
Yeah, a little shimmy shake, honey. We just get our glitter on.
How are you doing today?
Honey, I'm as fine as frog hair split 4 ways. How are you?
Same? I'm guessing that's a good thing.
It's an awesome thing, honey.
You had some sushi last night?
Had some sushi last night.
Not
Love
to
me
give
some
away the
sushi.
secrets.
That's right. You know, I'm always leery of having sushi in a landlocked state, but they have some really good here in Lexington. So I
Okay,
really like it.
that's speaking of landlocked states. News 36 is headed down to Florida today
Hey.
to chase the Cats on their quest to win the Citrus Bowl. So we're
Yes.
excited about that.
That's right.
Make sure you tune in. We're going to give you updates all week.
Honey, go Cats. You can do it, honey. You can do it.
There you go. You have some support. Well, I'm going to try and do the social media thing, which Troy
Try.
knows I'm,
You say
I'm
try.
awful at it. I'm really, really bad. So we're going to try and do some live videos. So if you're watching, just be gentle.
Just
be gentle.
bear with you.
Yeah.
Just bear with you. Just get through it. Just make it fun.
Do you have any advice?
Yeah, just make it fun.
Okay.
Make it personable. You know, just be yourself. You know, don't get too logistic about things.
Do I ever? We could get in trouble if I'm just myself. But we'll have fun with it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
If we also have a 2-hour pregame show, so tune into that because the Citrus Bowl is on ABC. Brian and I are going to be down in the Citrus Bowl.
Awesome.
And then we have a
That's
post show
wonderful. Yeah.
afterwards. So
Great.
we'll be celebrating that victory.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
know it.
You took on a big task yesterday. You
What was
agreed to
that?
Southernize me.
Oh, honey, you know, it's all about Southernizing everybody, and you were perfect for me to Southernize.
It's going to be a long road. You know that.
That's all right. I can get you there, girl.
Okay, well, I have a little help for you today.
Okay.
Not that you need it, but we'll see if this is logistically correct.
All right.
If you remember yesterday, Jason was trying to teach me a few words and things that are popular in the South, like Yule logs.
Yule log.
Yule logs. All right.
logs.
Well, supposedly, here's a list of other words that if you're from the South, you're going to know what they mean. Let us
Okay.
know if this is truth. Buggy.
Buggy, yeah.
Now, what is buggy?
Buggy's a shopping cart. You know, when you go down to the grocery store and you get your buggy to go in and get your milk and your bread and your eggs when it's going to snow.
And your Yule logs.
And your Yule logs. You only get Yule logs at Christmas, but you get your buggy every day when you go to the stove.
So I've heard of that, but we always said shopping cart. But I mean, I can go with buggy. It's more
Well,
fun.
yeah, it's too long to say shopping cart. I'm going in to get my shopping cart. See, it just don't sound right. I'm going to get my buggy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And it's more fun to say
Yeah,
that.
and more fun.
All right, how about fixin'?
Fixing, honey, that's anything that you're fixing to do. You know, you're fixing to fix supper, or you're fixing to go to the grocery store. I'm fixing to put on my hair and makeup. Well, I don't have no hair, but makeup sometimes. I'm fixing to get up and go out to the barn and feed the chickens. You know, fixing means you're going to do something.
You're fixing to fix something.
You're fixing to fix something. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do you use that on an everyday basis?
I do. You know, it's something that I use all these words every day, and I don't think about it because that's just the way I was raised. So,
Well, I mean, fixin' I can go with, but this one, I have to be honest, I've never heard. Druthers.
Druthers, yeah, druthers is a good one. You know, you have to be very, mindful when you use druthers because we used to have a restaurant called Druthers.
Okay.
Well, and people didn't know if you was going to do something or if you was going to eat. But if you say druthers, you say, well, I'd rather have this versus that.
So it's like rather, but with a...
It's like rather, but it's druthers.
Do you
Yeah.
know the origin of this word? Do I ask?
Well, you know, it's the origin of druthers is probably, I would say it's Well, it's Southern. Let's just say it's Southern. It's Southern.
It's just legit.
It's just legit. Honey, it's in the dictionary. Look it up. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how legit this is, and I'm not going to ask the origin. Hoe cake.
Hoe cake. So a hoe cake is a fried cornbread.
What?
You know, like a pancake, but it's made with cornmeal.
It's like a cornbread that's flattened?
Yeah, it's like a pancake, but it's made out of cornbread. So instead of baking your cornbread in the oven, you fry them in a skillet and make hoe cakes. So hoe cake actually the word comes from back years ago, even during the Civil War. They would use like garden hose that was clean, and they would hold it over the fire and get that hot and then put the cornbread on that, because that was the only way they had to cook it while they were out.
Oh, okay.
And so they would hold it over the fire and it would cook it. So it's a hoe and it was a cake, and so therefore you become a hoe cake. Now that's not something you do on the streets. We're talking about food here.
But I feel like maybe we should try.
It's good.
Well,
You
not,
never
not
had a
the
hoe
streets.
cake?
We should.
No, we don't need to try that. No.
My mind had to catch up.
You never had a hoe cake?
I don't know. Maybe.
You eat shuck beans with a hoe cake.
We need to do an entire show where we
yeah.
just do some shuck
Yeah,
beans,
all
make some
Southern.
hoe cakes with hose.
Yeah.
Out in the, not out in the
Yeah.
streets,
You know,
somewhere
The
safe.
gardening hose.
Yes, gardening hoe.
Yeah.
All right, what about this one? Catawampus.
Catawampus. You've never heard that word before? Honey, catawampus means that, something's not going exactly right. Like a lot of people say, well, that's cattywampus, like a mirror on a wall or a picture. It's set in side-goggly. So it's cattywampus, it's just not exactly right. Or you say, well, now that's just cattywampus, that ain't right. So it
No,
means
add
that
in the
something is-
side-goggly.
Yeah, side-goggly, when something's a set and it's all crooked, so it's cattywampus on one side and side-goggly on the other.
Oh, Jason, I'm going to have to come live with you for
Honey,
a year.
it's a
'cause
whole
this is gonna
dictionary.
Be, I mean,
Yeah.
I like it.
It's cool to learn, yeah.
So do you say catty or cata?
Catawampus.
Catawamp.
Catawampus, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to work on this.
Yeah, we can do it.
Troy might take a little longer.
I've tried with him. I can't understand him and he can't understand me. So I'm Southern. He's real Southern, being from Australia
Yeah.
and all. So,
But-
yeah, he's catawampus.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
sometimes,
say.
too.
He's
Yeah.
a little gaggly wampus.
Yeah,
But no,
he-
what is it? Gaggly.
It's cattywampus and saw-goggly.
Side-goggly. Side-goggly.
We'll get it right in a minute. It
I
all
think we just
sounds the
combine
same.
them all.
Yeah, just put it all
Just be
together.
like, nom, 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 nom,
Yeah,
nom. Can
yeah.
you understand? I'm just
We
kidding.
know.
I'm excited
Yeah.
about learning this. All right. We learned that. Now, there's some people that maybe don't think that's the correct way to speak. They're not learning it
Yeah.
in school. This child, he learned how to do his homework, and he's pretty smart already. He wanted to do it quickly, and he suddenly became incredibly well in a subject that normally probably was a struggle, like Southernizing Amber Freeman. Well, there might be a secret tool that's helping them out. Take a listen to this.
Alexa, what 5 minus 3?
5 minus 3 equals 2.
Boy! Oh, that was Southern.
That was very Southern.
Well, that's right. Your child may be using Amazon's Alexa to do their homework for them. That's actually kind of brilliant.
It is kind of, and it's one of those things, instead of looking it up on Google, you can just say, hey, Alexa, look so-and-so up.
That's so true. You know what? I didn't even think about that because we didn't have, maybe we had the internet.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah, it was.
Until I got a little older, but it's now everything's Alexa and it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I mean, I even talk to Alexa. I'll say, Alexa, put self-rising flour on my grocery list, and then it's there on my phone when I get to the grocery store. So I can see where this child would have tried to do this because she's seen other people in her household probably do
and
it as
has
well.
grown up with it since
Yeah.
they were probably babies. I mean, it's actually pretty crazy. It's like they have their own personal assistant. And they're two.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know it.
These
Yeah.
kids are going to become little divas when they grow up.
Yes, they are. I'm telling you what. It's unreal what Alexa can do. I mean, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Would
oh,
you not
oh,
have?
Yeah. Good
Honey,
Lord.
listen, I got spanking every day whether I needed it or
Yeah.
not, because I was devious as a child.
Well, I don't believe that.
Listen, my mother, by the way, hello, Mom, Connie Smith, she tells me I embarrass her all the time, so I can see me doing this just like this child on Alexa.
But do you
Yeah.
think, I mean, it's almost smarter because if it's available, then you should use it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's there, why not?
Because how many useless facts, they were very useful, did we
Yeah.
learn in school that maybe we didn't really need to memorize? So if Alexa was just there to tell
Yeah,
us, it's
you
just
know.
a friendly reminder.
And we have to learn so much, we couldn't remember all that stuff anyway, so why not use Alexa? I mean, I'm in the corner for this child. I'm like, go, child, go.
Go,
Yeah.
child, go.
Go, child, go.
All
Honey,
right.
if it works for you, it'll work for anybody.
There you go. All right. Now, next up we have, I'm not sure which story we have next up. Let's get to that one. But something that they were talking about with Alexa, though. He cheated in school and told them, by the way.
Well, you should never tell them if you're going to use Alexa and then take it to school and say, well, I done it with Alexa.
That's what made me
Yeah.
laugh. He went in and she's like, how did you get this answer? Because you know you have to show
Yeah.
your work. And
Alexa.
he's like, Alexa. But
No.
it's crazy. The teacher knew who Alexa was, so
Yeah.
hey, not doing anything wrong. All right, let's talk money. This one's not as fun. Christmas over. You're probably going to start seeing those gift bills piling up. One mother already looked over her receipts and says she feels sick after realizing she spent more than $3,700 on her family this holiday season. Now, she said she was in the hospital and ended up rushing to buy presents for her 6 kids and huge family, and she spent money without budgeting. And when she posted her lesson to a forum, because you always go to social media
Oh,
to
yeah.
get advice, right?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Okay. Others sympathized and explained she could keep some of those gifts for birthdays, which she already gave them, or return them. What do you take it back?
We're going to rewrap them for your birthday there, knucklehead.
You know, don't open that one up. That's actually your birthday.
Yeah, that's your birthday. Don't open that one up.
Can you imagine?
The poor woman should have used Alexa while she was in the hospital and she wouldn't have spent
Good
this
call,
much.
because she
Yeah.
could have just ordered them right from the
Yeah,
hospital,
exactly.
right?
So, yeah, he's still rushing around. She wasn't using her noggin.
30 cents. All right, what's normal to spend?
Well, you know, I'm one of those that I love to give gifts. So, you know, $3,700, I mean, if that's 2 kids, yeah, that's a little bit
Right.
much. But, I mean,
6.
over a full, you know, Christmas, I mean, $3,700 is not that bad. So.
Okay, I mean, I don't.
But you have to make sure that you plan yourself well because you don't want to overextend.
Right.
You
Because,
know?
I mean, the poor woman's already in the hospital. She's
Yeah.
probably back in the hospital
Yeah.
as she's seeing these bills.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. So she's in the hospital. She gets out and spends $3,700. Now she's got hospital bills as well,
which is a nightmare.
So you know, I mean, you have to learn how to not overextend your means. She could have bought one small gift for
Mm-hmm.
each child and said, you know what? We're making this a family fun Christmas.
Right.
It's not all about the buying of gifts this year. So that's what we're doing. So
Well, let me ask you, do you think because Christmas is so commercialized that families do feel the need to overextend their budgets and put themselves in debt?
I think sometimes they do, and then sometimes when you get more than, say, 2 or 3 kids, I think they try to make sure that they try to outdo each other or
Right.
whatever, or they want to make sure that this child has the same thing that this child does, and, you know, I think it becomes a competition and it shouldn't be
It
that
does.
way.
I know my parents were very careful about budgeting,
Yeah.
so much so that if our gifts didn't equal out, they'd give us enough cash.
Yeah.
And so it was like,
It's like,
wow.
oh, I spent 15 cents less on this one, here's your 15 cents.
Write down. I mean, we were very, we kept notes. But it is sad that a lot of
It is.
families feel like they do that because, you
Yeah.
know, you're starting a new year and you're starting it in debt,
Right.
and then what?
Yeah, so, yeah, you got to think. You got to think about how much you want to spend on each one.
And there's so many other things you can do. You can make gifts. You can do a
most
family
definitely.
day. I mean, you can go out in the yard and make hoe cakes and
Yeah, hoe cakes and shuck beans and make Christmas cookies.
snowmen.
Yeah,
I mean,
snowmen.
that's our southern advice.
That's right.
All right, Troy. He's been down at Dollywood. Have you seen any of this?
No, I haven't seen him at Dollywood. I hope he wasn't down there playing Dolly.
What happens in Dollywood's like
Stays
Vegas,
in
right?
Dollywood.
Have you ever
We'll
been?
see. I have. I love Dollywood.
Okay,
yeah.
I have not gone yet. So every time
Yeah.
I see Troy's teases for this, I'm very, very jealous. But apparently somebody told him, or David Goldman, have you ever met David?
Yes.
Okay, David suggested that Troy should have his own show at Dollywood. So he
He
made.
would fit right in. Yeah.
Would
he
he be?
would be
I mean,
awesome.
what do you see? Him singing? What's the?
Oh, yeah, I could see him doing a whole Dollywood show, honey. It would be hilarious.
All
I'd
right.
love it.
Well, there you go, some aspirations. All right, in case you're interested in seeing that, if it ever happens,
Yeah.
or if you want to go before, Dollywood has a spectacular, whoa, I got a little bit of a,
Whoa, she
got a
went
little-
Southern Manly there on us all of a sudden, didn't you?
well, that makes it extra special. It's a spectacular giveaway for the holiday season. One winner is going to get a 2-night stay at the all right, you say this, please.
At the Smoky Mountain Cabins for 4 season passes. 4 tickets to Splash Country and 4 tickets to Dolly Parton's Stampede Dinner Show. Honey, that right there is worth it all, I'm telling you what. And they're valued at over $1,400.
All right, you just made that so much more Southern, and that just made my day listening to you say Stampede.
Stampede, honey.
All right, it's easy. All you have to do is go to our website, WTVQ.com, click on the contest tab, enter to win, but you gotta hurry because, oh yes, it closes at 1 o'clock today. And get this, you'll know if you win because we announce the winner tomorrow.
Lord, honey, you all good luck and get on there and get it in there so you can win this awesome package. I mean, that is really a cool package.
It is. It's amazing how much they give away, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you what, girl, you can't go down there and do all that for that kind of price. Ain't no way. I've been there.
We need to get our votes in there.
Honey, we
need
gotta get it in
aliases,
there.
right?
Yeah, we can use our aliases.